What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have our market analysis for the Digimon TCG like we do every Friday. We're here to bring you the prices of Digimon cards, look at how the things in the market are going, look at trends, look at tournament cards and other things that are, maybe spiking or going down. We're going to be looking at EX8 again, Chain of Liberation. This is week 1 prices. This is 1 week since release. We're going to take a look and see just another snapshot of how the set's doing, how the value of cards is going, if things are going up, down, what to watch out for. And so we're going to get into that, as well as we got some tournament stuff we're going to look at afterwards. And we don't really have any... I think there's going to be another nationals, probably like Oceania and stuff like that. So we might actually get a tournament at the end of the month where we have some like meta news to see, if the decks have changed, if the cards, have changed, and that could create, different price hikes and stuff like that, as well as hype for new things coming out in 2.5. But other than that, it's pretty quiet on the tournament front right now until February. But hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, EX8. So what do we got here? We have our low pull rate cards kind of settling in. Gallantmon still around $500. Medieval dropped a little bit, around $400. These were both around $6 at release. You have Milestone Ace, which is the one we pulled. We're still trying to sell that. It's settling closer to about $225, $250. Although none of those lower price copies have sold. The last sell price is $350. Then you have Hercules Cabamon around $100, settling around $100. Same with Piedmon Ace. So these ones are the kind of the less popular ones. Then you get into the regular cards. You have your alternate Gallantmon and medieval Gallantmon. They're both around $60. So they've come down quite a bit. And then the regular secrets are actually holding at better prices. They usually do in EX sets because it's actually harder to pull regular secrets than it is to pull the alts. I mean, we pulled 2 of this and 1 of that, which is basically the same. We pulled 2 of these and 1 of that from our boxes. So these are holding kind of more solid around, $45, $50. Then the next highest price card is Graumon and Graumon X, the foil limited cards. So that's these are the sought after ones because of how good Gallantmon's going to be. You got Guillemon down here around 24, 23 to $25. This has come down quite a ways. This was over 40. The next one is Close. Close has kind of maintained her value. You're probably going to have to pay a lot more than this because this is like a waifu card. So people are snatching this up and making it really hard to get copies of this. So this is probably going to be closer to $25, $30 when you have to go to look for it. But if you can get them for 22, you're laughing. This is one of the cards that's actually maintained its value because it was pretty much around here, 22 to 25. So Zakuyamon X-Antibody has tanked hard. I'm surprised because Zakuyamon from EX2 was always expensive, even though the deck never really even did anything meta-wise. So this is funny that it's just such a good card for the deck, and it's actually making the deck a little bit more competitive, but it is actually just crashed hard. It was around $40. Now it's around $15. So Melcedramon's another card that's crashed hard. This was about half the price that it was when it was it pre-release, or when it even came out. It was around 27, 28. So this card's crashed hard. Puridimon has actually maintained its value. It was at max it was around $18, I think, at pre-release. So it's really maintained its value. Again, the rock mineral deck is very popular. That one's come down a little bit, $5, $7. Dynamon's crashed. It's about half its value now. Tumblemon has jumped right up there because it was like a $10 card, so it's now almost double its value. Another card that's crashed is the Renamon 2. Renamon was around $40. It's now $10. So it's crashed. And then we have, then we start getting into our foils, right? our foils are being higher than a lot of our alts. And if you go into the next page, you're probably going to see here a lot of cheap alts. Rutaru has, these are all like $10, and then all the rest of the stuff, all the alts and the supers are $10 or under. You got Tyrannomon is the best promo. It's come down a little bit. It was around $10-12, so it's come around down a little bit. Ryutaru is less than half its price. Piedmon was always low. Some of the alts were always low, like Sunrizamon was always like $10. That came down a little bit. That was around $20-25. So Scattymon's come down. Piedmon's staying kind of where it is. Justymon's come down. That was around $25. So that's crashed too. Boltboutmon was always cheap. Most of the foils are kind of staying where they were. I love how Metal Seadramon is like, and Puritymon are like the best supers at like $7 and $8. Aegistramon's was always cheap, but it's come down a little bit more. Just everything in the sets is just so cheap, honestly. Really, right now it's everything. $5 for that's the best legend pack topper that we've seen so far. Yeah, Lobomon's nothing. Most of the supers worth nothing. And everything else really dropped. Barbamon X-Antibody $2 on it. Never thought I'd see an alternate for a 7 Demon Lords at $2. So $130 for Calismon. So yeah, really cheap. Very cheap. So everything in the set is super cheap, and that's basically where we're gonna leave off. You can tell it with the fact that you only have a couple alts over $20. Basically, you literally have 2 alts from the set over $20. Everything's under $20, except for these guys. But these guys are special circumstances because it's EX with the whole foil thing, and then your secrets are the big thing, and your low pull rates. So yeah, this set has tanked hard. So yeah, getting into event packs, seeing that everything here is kind of going down quite a bit. Sistermons are really cheap now. We got tons of packs out there because of Nats. Still, Protoform's the best thing at $35. Death X is still maintaining a little bit of value, but everything else is pretty much tanked under $10. So basically this is, and we still have 2 Ultimate Cups in February, so these could come down a little bit more, and then is your best time to buy is basically February once those Ultimate Cups happen. Speaking of Nats, we have the Tamer pack cards. Those cards have started to come down here. You see 45 for Solugramons, 25 for Mothers, 15 for Helugramons. That's quite low. I was not expecting that. You got Numamons and Gabumons, both at about $15-16. You got Monzimons closer to 10, and same with Agumons. Analogs for 15. So now is kind of the time to get these cards. They're going to be hard to pick up play sets because people have been selling them, and they're probably not a lot left. But it's probably better now that you're going to get a better price than before. Like if you did it right around Nats, this was almost like, I remember like double, like Mother was $200 for a play set. So you're basically looking at 50 each. So that's a lot better right now. But it's just the fact that there's such a limited amount, is that if you can get the prices, that's the real thing. And then of course you have your gold set, which has got the Sakuyamons from alts from PT17 for $100, basically $100, $150 for Platinum Numamon, which is funny because that deck is dead. $70 for Fighter Mode. It's always 220 for Fenrir and 90 for the Royal Knights of the Purge. So it's, I love how the gold stuff is all like super cheap from last year, because they were just awful cards. These are a lot better designed. They'll maintain a better value because of, these are basically the same foil. These are basically the same artwork as their originals, just with the gold background and border. And they did make an alt version of this, which is actually pretty nice. So, it was just in a regular tournament pack. So there's that too. And then lastly, we're looking at the Ultimate Cup cards, because we have Ultimate Cups in February. Look at the prices of those. They've come down. Your participation card isn't worth anything, like 10 to 15 bucks. The Agumon basically is worth what your participation usually gets you, 40 bucks. And then the Geo Gray, 70 bucks. And then this has come down quite a bit too, ranging between 95 and 115. So this has come down quite a bit, which is nice for people who have to, I still need 2 copies. Once I get my second copy in the mail, because I'm still waiting for my Versus prizing, because it never showed up. So they have to get Bandai to basically send me out some more prizing. So we're going to wait to see what happens with that. And then, and then hopefully, and then once I get my second copy, hopefully we can do a couple. We got the February Ultimate Cups. Hopefully we can do a couple top 32s, but we'll see how things go. Otherwise, I'm having to pick these up myself. But they're not bad, being the fact that they're going to be probably under $100 by the time we finish off with Ultimate Cups in February. So we'll have to wait and see. But that is all the prices, guys. That is EX8 after week 1, and that is where we are for tournament cards. Let me know what you guys thought of that. There's a nice quick overview of the state of the game right now in terms of what's going on. Things are going to start ramping up, because we will have the Ultimate Cups in February. They'll have Worlds in March. We'll have 2.0. So a lot of changes coming. And the meta will change pretty quick. So we'll have to wait and see. And hopefully we can do a meta deck discussion once we do see some tournaments and see some changes that resulted as of EX8. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are below. Did I miss anything? Was there anything I could have added into the video? And did you get a lot of good information out of this video? Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. We hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. That's all for now, folks.